Vikrant Khanna believes that Filipinos are creative, but he suggests that Filipinos must showcase their skills and talent for the world to see how blessed we are. So good afternoon, Vic. Welcome to the show called Self-Made.
Thank you, Rebecca. Pleasure to be here.
So can you share with us your childhood story?
I'm from a family of doctors, the only child, born and brought up in a small town in east of India. It's called Ranchi, and did most of my schooling there. But when it came to college, I moved to New Delhi, did my graduation and then post-graduation in MBA from New Delhi. And most of my childhood, I'd say, thanks to my parents, I wasn't the one who was always expected to excel in studies, but rather have a diverse set of experience.
So who really inspired you the most during your childhood?
During my childhood, I'd say it was my dad. He's an anesthetist by profession. So I found his job not only exciting, but it also taught me a lot about dedication to the work that you do and the values that you should have towards your work. So,
does your parents always inspire you or push you to do your best all the time?
I would say, once I started my professional life, the roles shifted a bit. So my girlfriend, now my wife, she's been the one who's pushed me the most to excel in things. And, I'd say, a huge credit goes to her for making me who I am.
So what is the best for her?
I guess the best for her, what she would really want to see in me is for me to have a stand on things that I do. I think that's the one thing that she really appreciates in a person, and she would like to see in me. So whatever decision I'm taking, am I firm on it? I shouldn't be shaky on it. So decisions need to be firm, and I think it's only people who have a well sorted out brain can take a strong decision.
What made you be in the Philippines?
2009, when IBPAP was just about establishing the BPO industry here, and they were doing their first international IT BPM summit, which was then called the International Outsourcing Summit. One of our partners was to come here, and due to some exigency, he could not travel. And that opportunity was given to me, and I landed up here. The people were nice. I loved working with IBPAP, and that's gone a long way.
How do you find Filipino talents and skills?
Resiliency is something which comes very strongly it runs across Filipinos. Besides that, most of the work that we do across the region, we do come across a lot of Filipinos. So, just like we say about India, that Indians are everywhere, I'd say that Filipinos are everywhere. So be it in walks of professional service, be it across skilled laborers, or across any of the other professions that you pick, the Filipinos are everywhere. So it talks about the variety of skill sets that we had.
What do you think the best advice you can give to Filipinos to think outside the box all the time?
Continue to learn, just pick up things. It's very easy to learn these days. If there's a new topic, go watch it on YouTube, go read about it. The more you read, the more you assimilate information, the more ideas you get. And don't be afraid to share your ideas. Yes, they'll all be shot down, but I reckon failure as the number of times you fail to be a metric for how innovative you can get.
How about you, to go back to how you develop really your self-confidence? I think that's lacking in us. So what's your advice?
I actually don't think it's lacking. It's just in pockets. I've mostly been to Philippines across events, and I don't see that lack of self-confidence at all.
Being a foreigner in our country, how you encourage foreigners to really come and believe in the talents of Filipinos?
Well, that is something I've done a lot. We've helped some of the large locators in the BPO industry to come here and set up in the Philippines. And I think, just going beyond the business case, the one thing which strikes you about Filipinos is that irrespective, wherever you are, whatever part of town you are in, whatever part of the country you're in, people greet you with a smile. So it's not that people are going to walk by you and not even react. So if there is eye contact, someone, in fact most of them will look you in the eye, smile and then say hi. I think that goes a long way to talk about the warmth that the country has to offer. And of course you bring in elements of hard work, the way the industry is grown. It becomes a success mix for for the high growth that we're seeing.
Now with your child, you have a son.
Yes.
2 years old?
Yeah, 2 years
2
old.
years old, you said, right? So are you becoming tough or just like your parents or your dad compared to your son?
I think, things have changed. Parents need to evolve as well. So maybe the one thing that I'll stick with is that there'll be enough for his needs, not his wants. There needs to be that fine balance, and that's what keeps you from being a spoiled brat or a well brought up child. But there's absolutely, I just want to enjoy seeing him grow.
So how satisfied are you with your life now?
I am. I have a 2-year-old, and days just keep getting better. Every day is a new chapter with him, and I think God's been kind. So I am satisfied. There are times I fall into that rut of okay, what will happen next? But then again, what grounds me is my upbringing and the way I've been taught to enjoy the moment today.
Thank you very much, Vic. It's
Thanks
a
a lot,
pleasure having
Rebecca.
you. Every success has its struggles. Every dream has its trials and tests. Listen to their stories, because if they did it, you can also be called self-made.